When did you last feel that quiet pull to begin something, and then talk yourself out of it because it wouldn't be big enough to matter? So many of us carry a strange belief that a beginning only counts if it's bold, announced, impressive, a grand fresh start that everyone can see. So we wait. We wait for the perfect moment, the complete plan, the version of the start that will finally look like something. And the small, real first step we could take tonight goes untaken. Tonight, July 11th, 2026, the moon is a thin waning crescent, only about a tenth of her light remaining, slipping toward the complete dark of the new moon just 3 nights from now. She is not beginning with noise or spectacle. She is emptying quietly, privately, preparing a beginning that no one will witness at the moment it happens. This is your letter for a night that understands something we keep forgetting, that the truest starts are small, unseen, and almost embarrassingly quiet. Look up tonight, if you can find her at all, and you'll see only a whisper of moon, a fine curve of light with the vast dark of her body barely visible beside it. About a tenth of her face is lit now, and fading a little more each night. In 3 nights, she will be gone entirely. The new moon, the true dark, the point where her whole cycle quietly resets and begins again. Here is what's easy to miss. The new moon, the beginning of everything that follows, the seed of the next full moon, happens in total darkness. There is no announcement. No one looks up and says, "There, it has begun." The single most important beginning in her entire month is completely invisible. She starts in the dark, unseen, and only days later does the first thin sliver appear to prove that something began. Tonight, she is showing you how a real beginning behaves, not with light and noise, but quietly, in private, before anyone can see. So the energy tonight is the energy of the quiet beginning, the small first step taken in the dark, without applause. You may feel a restless little pull under everything today, a sense that you want to start something, change something, begin again. That pull is real, and it is worth listening to. But notice the second voice that comes right after it, the one that says, "Not like this, not so small, wait until you can do it properly, until it's worth showing." That second voice is the one that keeps beginnings from ever happening. Tonight, the sky invites you to honor the first pull and quietly ignore the second. To let a beginning be tiny. To take one small, private step toward the thing that's calling you, and to let that be completely enough, even if no one ever knows you took it. In the human design sky, the sun is shining through Gate 53, the gate of beginnings, of starting things, of new cycles pressing to be born. This is the energy of initiation itself, the pressure you feel to start, to launch, to set something in motion. But Gate 53 carries a hidden trap, and tonight we're sitting in its 5th line, where that trap is sharpest. The 5th line lives under the gaze of others, under their expectations, their projections of what you should become. So the pressure to begin gets tangled up with the pressure to begin impressively, to start the kind of thing that will look like something to the people watching. Gate 53's real teaching is the opposite. A beginning does not have to be big to be true. The pressure to start is sacred. The pressure to start impressively is not. Tonight you can honor the first and gently release the second. Let's go to the root of why this small start feels like it doesn't count, because that belief runs deeper than you think, and naming it loosens its grip. The first reason is that we live surrounded by highlight reels. We see other people's beginnings only after they've grown into something visible, the finished business, the transformed body, the announced move, and we almost never see the tiny, awkward, private first step that started it all. So we compare our day 1 to everyone else's day 1000, and our small start feels laughably inadequate. The second reason is that we were taught to perform our lives. Somewhere we absorb the idea that a thing isn't real until it's witnessed, that a beginning needs an audience, a declaration, a post, to truly count. So a quiet, private start can feel like it barely exists. And the third reason is fear wearing a very clever disguise. Making a beginning big and perfect is a wonderful way to never actually begin, because the big, perfect version is always just out of reach, so we get to keep waiting, safe, never risking the small, real thing. The belief that it has to be impressive is often not ambition at all. It is the most sophisticated form of avoidance we have. So, if the grand beginning is mostly a myth, what does a true one actually look like? It looks almost like nothing. It looks like the new moon starting in complete dark, with not a single witness. Every real beginning you have ever lived through started this way, even if you didn't notice at the time. The relationship that changed your life began with one small, uncertain conversation. The work that became your craft began with one clumsy first attempt you'd be embarrassed to show now. The healing you're quietly proud of began not with a dramatic breakthrough, but with one small, almost invisible decision to try. And nature never begins big. The oak does not announce itself. It starts as a seed buried in the dark where no one is clapping. The river starts as a trickle you could step over without noticing. Development, which is exactly what Gate 53 governs, is always gradual, always quiet at the root. The bigness comes later, if it comes at all, and it is never really the point. The beginning is the point, and the beginning is small. So how do you actually let a beginning be small, and let that be enough? First, choose one thing. Not the whole reinvention, not the 5-year plan. One single thread that has been quietly calling you. Beginnings die when we make them enormous. They live when we make them specific. Second, find the smallest possible first step and make it almost embarrassingly tiny. Not write the book. Open the document and type one sentence. Not transform your health. Drink 1 glass of water tonight. The step should be so small it feels almost silly. That silliness is the sign that you've made it real. Third, take that step in private and let it stay private. You do not owe anyone an announcement. A beginning witnessed only by you is still completely real. In fact, the unwitnessed start is often the honest one, done for the thing itself and not for the watching. And last, let it be gradual from here. You do not have to sustain it perfectly or build on it tomorrow. You began. In the dark, unseen, like the moon tonight, you began, and that is the entire victory. Here is your ritual for tonight, shaped by this quiet dark and the beginning it is preparing. When the evening is gone still, sit somewhere calm and bring to mind one thing you have wanted to begin, one thread that keeps tugging at you, however small. Don't reach for the big version of it. Instead, ask yourself a single question. What is the smallest possible first step I could take right now, tonight? Let the answer be almost laughably tiny. Then, if you can, take it: 1 sentence written, 1 message drafted, 1 small object moved, 1 glass of water poured with intention. Do it quietly, for yourself alone, telling no one. As you do, whisper these words: I am allowed to begin small. And when you have taken that one small step, stop. Don't force a second. Let the beginning rest in the dark, like the new moon forming unseen, knowing that something has truly, quietly started. You don't have to start big. The pressure to begin impressively is not the same as the call to begin, and only one of them is real. Tonight, let a beginning be small, quiet, and yours alone. Like the moon starting over in the dark, unseen and unannounced, you are allowed to begin in a way that no one witnesses. The smallest step, taken in private, is still a true beginning. That's your moon letter for tonight. If this landed somewhere real, follow along. A new letter arrives here every single day, following the moon and what she asks of us. Tomorrow the crescent thins even closer to the dark, and there is already a letter waiting for it. For now, move gently with the moon. Honor your small beginnings, and I'll meet you here again tomorrow.